How about I unmute my microphone? Me bouncing around and looking excited and being heard by no one. Yes, a good morning from Papua New Guinea, a tropical, rugged location for us to enjoy some group flying together in a bunch of excellent helicopters flown by a bunch of excellent people. Really great to have you all along today. So thanks very much for coming. Let's just have a little look around and see who's here. It looks like it's hello to Rudy Zazov. Hello to Felix over here. Oh, we've got a bunch of pilots over here as well in the other area. Where am I going to start here? Motion Duck, hello. All these excellent regulars. Geopilot World, excellent. Our resident geologist. Night Fury. In what have you got over there? Let's just get this camera sorted out. In the oh, it looks like a Cayuse. Excellent, Jason. Good work. Overspeed 2 in the 500C, I believe. Yes, it's good terrain for Hueys. We can all pretend that we're on some tropical jungle adventure, which we are. Rudy Zazov, yes. Tangles, who is the kind of the co-architect of the flight today. Tangles and Marf were the people who wanted especially to go to Papua New Guinea, just to the north of Australia. In fact, it used to be part of Australia. Something that Geopilot might want to tell us about later on. Helicopter 5432, hello, and FHPRA as well, and the Cayuse, excellent choice. And just hiding under the Embraer jet there, Mako 6. And Mako, you've brought yourself a Cayuse today as well, have you? Or is that a 500C? Cayuse, excellent work. Ritskio in your Huey, hello to you. Koziasha, Huey as well. Heliflyer. Chris Law. And Delta 1, Foxtrot 3 in the Stranger Things Huey as well, by the look of it. Speedy Pro and QB Minecraft. Nitrous DM, hello, in a what looks like it might be a Bombardier something. So we'll see how this aircraft model matching goes today. So that's our initial lineup. So why don't I just get myself down to reset this view here. There we go. And start to have a bit of a look at the briefing here. So do you know what? It might be a lot easier if I try and brief it in Navigraph. So it's very difficult to plan your route when the data is so mixed, so inconsistent between different sources, and just non-existent in some sources. Cal Wright, good evening. Can I join in any A350? Yeah, ideal for bush flying and landing in the rugged stretches of Papua New Guinea in your A350. I'll leave that choice up to you. I recommend a helicopter if you possibly can. So what we'll do is we're going to, from here at Port Moresby, which is where we are in that's the real wide geographic view of where we are today, just to the north of Australia. This all used to be connected, and so there used to be like a sense of a supercontinent called Sahul, where all of this was joined up from New Guinea up here through Australia and down into Tasmania, down the bottom there, all joined up. But as sea levels rose, they've all disconnected. Port Moresby is here at this coastal reach of Papua New Guinea, and what we will do is we'll fly south initially, and we'll just go down to the coast and we'll just enjoy a few of the sites to have a look at some of what the excellent people at Microsoft and Asobo have modelled for us, and we will proceed north then. We'll just follow the road up to Motu Motu to meet the Brown River, which is I gather a fresh water source for Port Moresby, and we turn east here and we follow the Brown River right up into the Highlands, really. What sort of elevation are we talking about here? About 9,000 feet already. So we're going to be steaming climbing reasonably steeply to get up there. Then we get up to Isurava, which is on the Kokoda Track, which joins Kokoda here and Port Moresby down here, a historic track that was used for millennia by the locals, but was the site of fighting in World War II. We'll talk about that as we go. We'll have a look at we'll land at the Isurava Memorial and enjoy the bespoke modelling that's happened there. We'll take a quick leg up to Kokoda, land down here, stock up on fuel, and then we follow this spectacular valley, the Mambare River, northwest, and we'll enjoy the peaks rising on either side of us, and climb up to Mount Albert Edward, 13,091 feet, and an alpine grassland up there, which is interesting. We'll enjoy this rugged terrain over here flying to the northwest, and then we meet this river, which is the Ibala River, and we come into, with a lovely valley here, a bit of a river run to get us into Tapini, which is our destination. I just had to draw this final leg back to Port Moresby. We can fly back to Port Moresby if we want to, or the official conclusion over here is Tapini, but we'll see how we go if people want to fly back to Port Moresby at the end. So that is the general route we are taking. That took ages to set up in Navicraft, I've got to say. So anyway, that's all in there, and I think it might be time to get inside my helicopter and get things started up. A couple of comments. Geopilot, geologically, PNG is a SEPA. What's that? Cal Wright, been on VATSIM for many years, always interested in being able to fly a helicopter. Now I have the right controls set up in my new MSFS 2024. Good. Don't need an A350 then. Right, let's start to get this Huey started up. Battery comes on, and we'll just get our panel lights here. I'll get that alarm off in just 1 second. That view's still not quite right, is it? There we go, I'm getting interfering with the menu bar up there. Okay, let's get these lights on. Generally speaking here, heater not required yet. Aft, we've got the white lights on in there. We'll get the anti-cols on. And we don't need to worry about the position lights just yet. Let's just turn that alarm off with that switch there. And I'll rely on people to let me know what the audio is like. Oh, a separate plate. Says GeoPilot. The Woodlark plate stuck onto the Oz plate, accreted. Oh yeah, sounds uncomfortable. Oz plate is now pushing PNG Woodlark plate to the northeast towards Asia. The Australian plate is pushing the Woodlark plate northeast. Do you mean northwest? Northeast towards Asia. So we're pushing New Guinea away. That's not very nice. Always love the geological fun facts. So, getting started up now. What else do I need to check down here before starting engine? Dome light, pitot heater. Never seen PNG in MSFS before, Cal. Well, today's the day. Today is the day. It's very green, very green indeed. Position lights not required. Pitot heat not required yet, but we'll need that as we get a bit higher. Night vision goggle lights not required. Cargo release wipers not on. Cabin heating not required yet. Instrument lights, I've done that. AC power phase check AC. That's is that important or not? I don't think so. Inverter is off. Main generator is on under that switch. It is on under the switch by default, isn't it? Yes, it is. Under that cover. Non-essential bus is manual on or normal on? Normal on. Check starter generator is on start. Battery is on. We've done that. Low RPM is off. Done that. I'm not concerned with these tests because I'm negligent. Avionics governor is auto. De-ice main fuel is on. That's down on the center pedestal. So on comes the main fuel. Auxiliary fuel. Those are both off. Portion panel lights, I can just give those a test to make it look like I've actually done something in here. Fuel gauge. Fuel. I'm going to take a full load of fuel. Willie VR, will I be able to see the group if I'm running the beta? I don't know. Could you please have a look? I'd appreciate to know your advice on that. Does anyone on Discord want to tell me for sure if they know that people will not see us if they are on the beta and I'm on SU4? Multiplayer is disconnected in the beta. Okay, so I would not rely, Willie, on you being able to see us if you're in the beta. It takes, if you're on Steam, it only takes a minute to switch back to the SU4, so you can try that if you like. That'd be good. Caution panel lights, so that's over here. There they go, all the lights are working. Hydraulic control, where is the hydraulic control on the Huey? That is a fact I have forgotten. Oh, it's on the collective, isn't it? Which is now mysteriously rising. Have I got a phantom key happening here? I'm just going to quickly check. Yes, I think I got a sense. Oh no, that's okay. All right. Had a few troubles since I've gone to chase plane with things not being where I thought they were going to be. Let's get those altimeters synchronized there. Starting engine, fire guard, yes. Clear. Let's have a quick look outside. Chase, we're all fine there. Oh, I've left the door open in the back there. What have I got there? Got a couple of views set up here in the cabin. That should be a nice view when we get going, shouldn't it? Yes, yes, yes. Lovely. I've got the rescue variant of the... That didn't actually talk about my Huey. It's like a generic rescue livery today. Oh, God, that looks so good. What a great machine. Iconic. Oh, and the sun's really getting here into the apron. That is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Chase plane causes a lot of WASM crashes. I don't think that I've had any WASM crashes yet. Would you? So, if I've got a WASM crash, Cal, would I be seeing that? Would I get a pop-up warning for that? That's wrong. Throttle. Check for start. So we just need to get this down below 25. It is. Idle release. Maybe I was right the first time. 0. I was just going up too high. So, engine started. Right, okay, well, let's try and get this thing started. Time to get things started. The inspirational, muppetational Huey, which isn't doing anything on that starter switch. This worked before. Oh, here we go. There we go. No sound at all for the starter. How strange. Is that what your Huey is doing as well? Alright, so here's some fuel. %, on the throttle. Coming up here. I said I was going to get a full load of fuel in. Hello, Ritzkio here, witnessing the startup. Okay, a bit of camera movement there, that's nice. And I can let go of the starter there, I believe. Let's give it a little bit more fuel. Love those camera movements there. I never used it, says Cal, but heard it causes conflict, so can't confirm from my personal view. Any crashes should be in the log. Okay, in the log, okay. You can see avatars in 24 online. You sure can. You sure can, Cal. There they are. Let's have a little swing around outside. Just as we get warmed up over here. Oh yeah, Riskio's got the Huey as well. I'll just have a quick look at the weather. The weather's looking fine. There will very likely be some showers in the mountains, in the Highlands, which will make it a bit more challenging, a bit more fun. Oh, look at that glorious sunrise coming up over Port Moresby. Wow! That is good. That is so good. Oh. Look at our wonderful simulator. How lucky we are. So, briefing the weather. We'll just look at the METAR in here first. AYMH, don't know where that is. Weather's about 45 minutes old. Variable 2 knots, okay, nothing to worry about there. It's scattered at 1,000, scattered at 3,000. Temperature 17, dew point is 16, very humid in the tropics, so reasonably cool morning in Port Moresby, that's nice. QNH 1017, although AYMH, I don't know where that is, so I might just have the quickest little search. AYMH, IKO. Mount Hagen, located in the Western Highlands. Oh, there you go. Well, why is there not a Jackson's meter? That's surprising. That is slightly surprising. Don't have a volume. My Sennheiser headset's got a volume control here. It's confusing myself as usual. Alright, so the taxi briefing then. Got light and variable winds. I think we will take off to the southeast and then take a right turn to come and have a look at Port Moresby. Then we'll be back towards the airport and then to head north. Is that sensible? Actually, I'm going to have another quick look at Navigraph. We'd all be in controlled airspace. Left. No, we'll take off to the northeast, take a left turn, have a look at Port Moresby, and then we'll be skirting around more the outside of the airport. There's not like a marked kind of inner zone here, so we'd be in controlled airspace anyway. Although no one's judging us in MSFS free flight today. So, Helicopter 543, you're using Taug's payware, Huey. Unfortunately invisible on my screen. Well, that's weird because I've got that add-on, so I wonder if it'll load in as we get going. Sometimes the model matching, you just don't know what it's doing. You just don't. Okay, I'm just going to start edging up on the throttle now. Why are my engine sounds so quiet compared to the exterior? There's the RPM. There's the torque coming up. There it goes. Right now we're through the roof on the torque, even though I was edging it up really slowly. That's very annoying. I feel this is behaving slightly strangely today. Reset that caution. How do I get rid of that IFF warning? Just turn this on or something, whatever this does. I don't know what any of these switches do over here. Oh, that's the UHF. IFF on. That gets rid of that light there. No, it doesn't. I just want that light off over there. Oh, inverter. I've not put that on. Right, inverter. Battery on. Starter start. So maybe I should have just had a quick look at that after start checklist. Inverter's on. We've done that. Idle. We've done all that. Engine and transmission. Well, I haven't really been too attentive down here, have I? Okay, so I think we're all fine down here. We're in the green. Keep an eye on that torque. Yeah, Willie, I hope you will be able to join us next time. Got another early flight to do. Can't do it tonight, no worries. Hope to catch you another time. Okay, so why have I got that martial caution back? It's IFF again? No way. No way. What do I have to do over here to get rid of that? On. There, that. Don't want warnings on my... No, now how do I get rid of that again? There we go. Good. I do not want warnings on this panel down here. That's unsettling. Okay, so the taxi briefing. So I will do a 180 from where I'm currently sitting, and I'll just taxi along here to get to the main runway. We could just do the small runway, couldn't we? We can do 3-2 left. We'll get on 3-2 left. I'll set on the numbers. People can form up behind me if they like, and we'll do a lovely mass liftoff in the Huey. So let's start to make that happen. I've just remembered a very important switch I need to put on in my OBS. So something I don't have ready. Oh, that's not very good. And one more over there. There it is. I need to get that on. There we go. Right, that's possibly going to work a bit better for me later on. Right, okay, so is my head tracking going to work? It was before. Yes, there we go. Oh, the Huey visibility for such a great machine is not the best visibility from inside its cockpit, is it? Okay, so I cannot see around there at all. I might have to do a left turn here and not take out Ritskio. So aft cyclic, left pedal, lifting collective, eyes forward. Head down a bit so I can see the ground. Ritskio. Eyes forward. There we go. Off the ground. Slow pedal turn here. Trying to hold position. And now through to 3-2 left. The way is clear. Thank you, people. Just keeping an eye on my temperatures and pressures over there. Looking good. I still have not addressed the fuel situation. Absolute negligence on my part. Nitrous, I'll just get you to mute your microphone if that's not going to be used just for the time being. Thank you very much on Discord. Thank you. And here we go, 3-2 left. So no one coming in on final. No. Excellent stuff. Let's come around here. Good. Small runway. So I'll just get past the numbers here. And then I'll let people form up behind me. I'll see what an excellent lineup of aircraft we can get right on the runway. I'll just get forward here a little bit further. Looking down the runway, get the view centered. Crawdad, hello. Nice to see you. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's looking good. All right. That's what I haven't done. I haven't set one view that is going to be helpful for me. So how am I going to do that? Have I got anything on 5? Yes. 6? No. Okay, so this has to go on 6. You can do it, Matthew. So chase plane. What do I want? I want the chase view initially. No, I don't. I want the tail, wing, body, belly. At least that's done. Tail, wing. Okay, I'll add a new one of these. So I want this view here, where I'm looking back at the excellent pilots who are with us. Get in here and just zoom in a bit with that one. Okay, that looks good. And so we plus this. We create this. It's going to be hard mounted, yes. I want to create a new group. I'll just create. Why is it asking me to create a new group? Spot view, camera group, hard mounted. Oh, okay. And it resets the position. Oh, you are so annoying sometimes, Chase Plane. Okay, so we go back around here. Ugh. Was I not in an external? Oh, I don't know. Spot. Try not to think about it. So new, and I'm going to call this rear view. Yes, rear view. Good. Okay. So what have I got? I said that was going to go into 5, so I do that. View shortcut. Shift F5. Save assignment. Now I can switch to the rear view and enjoy everyone flying back there. And I've got. No, I've put 2 onto 5. Okay. Oh, does it cycle between them? Oh, I've just learned something about chase plane. If you put 2 cameras onto the same shortcut key by accident, you can cycle between them like that. That's actually potentially useful, but I have made a mistake, so I'm just going to quickly fix that. What a voyage of discovery. Rear view, we view shortcut, we bin that, we press any button, Shift F6, save assignment, get rid of that, 5 for the internal, then 6, yay, I've done it, alright. Well, that was easy. Alright, looks like everyone's formed up over here. Quasi Archer, when you're ready. Old Man Gaming, you can come over here when you're ready. Look at you all, so great to see you. Nice forming up there on the runway as we prepare to take off. So let's get this thing happening. I've got the rear door open the whole time, so because that's going to be fun. Alright, so left, aft, left pedal, looking down the runway, A little bit wobbly on the pickup there. Don't know quite what that phenomenon was all about. But anyway, we picked up. We have green temperatures and pressures. We lift collective. We nose down. We gain speed along the runway. And we're moving. Papua New Guinea. I still didn't do the fuel. Oh my god. Oh dear, oh dear. I'll do it in flight, I guess. Because the Stranger Things Huey seems to use way too much fuel. And here's that view I just set up. Might need to change the zoom there a bit, and also remember that in that view the roll is reversed, so I was pushing the slide click the wrong way there. 500 feet, okay. So we're going to have a look at this interesting Parliament House at Port Moresby. Go and have a look at the main part of town, and go and look at the Stilt Village. It's interesting. It's hand models in MSFS 2024. Just get some aft cyclic trim here. Got a little bit of torque up my sleeve there. How are the comparative? The comparative audio levels are looking fine for me, so if they are... Uh-oh. I've frozen something. No, I haven't. Oh, but yeah. Did everyone just overtake me because I just completely froze there for a second? Oh, that was scary. There is the Parliament... Okay. Then everyone else froze. Stream health apparently still okay. There's the Parliament House of Papua New Guinea. A pretty amazing architectural model there put in for us in the default scenery. It looks really lovely. And let's get down to the main part of town. Have a look at that Stilt Village. Yeah, nice. Nice models. Felix and Speedy Pro leading the way there. Excellent stuff. Has anyone tried... No, no one's flying a Cowan sim machine that I saw today. All the Cowan simulations helicopters have been updated. Actually, I say all. I don't think the Bell 206 has. $1,200 feet. So these hills around town are already quite steep. I'm at 1,300 feet now. It's a little bit rounded, the terrain, so it's not the highest resolution mesh that we've got in the simulator, but it's not too bad. So if we just keep going in this direction, we'd be in far north Queensland, Australia, before too much longer, so it's not that far. Just crossing over the Torres Strait, and a few island groups in there as well. Port Moresby, capital of Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea, an incredibly diverse population. Papua New Guinea, I believe, has... Is it the most languages of any country on Earth? Like, they've got over 800 languages in Papua New Guinea. Because of the way all the independent tribes were kind of split from each other with mountain ridges and valleys and stuff, all the different languages developed. So incredibly rich culturally. This is not too bad here over the city. Let's get a little bit more collective pulls. And we'll take a right turn over here to get back over the Stilt Village. Yes, very nice. Very nice. It's quite fun watching you all banking behind me there. Excellent stuff. All right, let's get back to that stilt village now. A bit lower. Enjoy the view. This is our last view of the ocean. On this journey, at least. Right, I'm over speeding it, so nose up, cycle collective down. There's a marina there, which is not being overridden by Mamu, evidently. Bunkfoss, hello. What are you flying today, Bunkfoss? Have you got your Chinook today? Well, it's going to be a noisy experience for the people in the stilt village today with all of these helicopters buzzing overhead. That's cool. That is excellent. Except I'm flying into the terrain, so let's fix that. Raising collective. Alright, we get on our way now. So we need to head generally north. We can follow some main roads. That'll lead us up to Motu Motu and the Brown River. The telco towers over there on those other hills. This hill here has got a commanding view of Port Moresby. Yes, that view there, it's kind of... Oh! Someone came through the other way. Excellent stuff. So, look at that cloud on the mountains in the distance. We're going to be flying into that, and there might be a little bit of dodging showers when we get in there. So that's going to add a bit of interest to our highland flying today. So we'll see how that goes. Follow the highway out. Yeah, I'd be interested to know if anyone's tried the updated Cowan helicopters. Bunkfoss, oh, you're in the 500C today. Excellent, excellent, great choice. So it'll be a left turn. So actually, well, we'll be kind to the airport, which is over to our 2 o'clock now. So we'll take a gentle left here. Maybe we'll keep that lake and ponds on our right there. Would be sensible. So I've got a couple of channel members who have experience working in Papua New Guinea, so it's always interesting to hear tales of what it was like for them. I hear a lot of people talk about just how incredibly satisfying the work was in this part of the world. Challenging. Difficult conditions, but ultimately rewarding work. For those people, at least. Okay, so let's just get this trim worked on. I'll try and maintain about 1,500, less than 1,500 feet above ground level. All right, the Last Frontier Resource Rich says Marv, one of our members who's worked up there. And incredibly rich biodiversity as well. For bird watchers, there's a lot of fascinating targets to go and have a look at when you're up in Papua New Guinea. I've not been, I'd love to go. Oh, would I love to go. The international capital of birds of paradise. Very showy birds, the males are certainly, with all of their outrageous plumage, sometimes mimicking kind of flowers apparently. Incredible looking birds. Okay, let's just come over to the right a bit and we'll just find the road going up to Motu Motu. The navigation today is... well, it was very difficult. I found it interesting that some of the handcrafted points of interest that were added to PNG in one of the world updates, if you add them in the main map view in MSFS, is this the Brown River coming in here? I'm not sure, it could be, but we're going to meet it a bit further up, so we'll cut across here and find the road would be a bit more sensible. So a lot of the points that are in the main map aren't in the EFB map, and like, if I'm honest with you, yesterday I spent quite a long time trying to get this all planned out, and I found it really quite frustrating that the free flight map and the EFB map in MSFS 2024 are really quite different and don't speak that nicely to each other. So I would very much like to see Microsoft and Asobo improve the integration between those two entities. I'd very much prefer it if the world map was basically the same as the EFB map. Hello, Rough Landings. Yeah, good to see you. I hope you enjoy some of this tropical terrain here. It's pretty beautiful looking out here. That's the zoom. Where's my height? Oh, here it is. Got to get used to all my new bindings. Chase plane. Don't really need those armoured protections around me, but okay, now is that the road? The road going north. Oh, it looks mysterious up there in the hills. Now, I've said 15 times now that I haven't done the fuel, so I now have to cheat. Checklist is incorrect. Flight performances, mass and balance, fuel. I've already chewed 90% fuel, so yeah, bit of a weird one that. 3.2 kilos, so I'll just put a little bit more weight into the machine. So you can't actually fill up the Stranger Things Rescue Huey. Very strange. Very strange. I think the passenger one you can, but this one you can't seem to actually get to full weight. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, I've got a radar altimeter in here. That's so handy. So handy. That's the Highlands up ahead. It's very easy to trim out the Huey. Although now I'm saying that I've added an unwanted roll after me saying how easy it was to trim out. So here's our northern road to go up to Motu Motu. Not too far to go. Beautiful stuff. Let's have a look at the... Oh, there's the team. Ritzkio, very nice formation flying there. Oh, look at you all. That's such a great shot. That is so good in chase plane. That's amazing. That is so good. Oh, here we go. Geopilot's on the case now. So the high mountains as we turn northeast along the Brown River are the Owen Stanley Metamorphic Complex. Good. I think they're also called the Owen Stanley Range, but what have you got? Lower green schist to green schists, temps 300 to 450 degrees Celsius, low pressure. So the rocks were formed at a lower temperature, and a lower temperature, is that what I'm gathering correctly there, GeoPilot? So great. So great. Bird watching info from me. Geology from GeoPilot. A bit of first-hand PNG experiences from a couple of people as well. Good stuff. Good team. Great group. Good community. That's what it's all about. So just on the Discord chat there, Marf's saying we'll notice a few landslips. So when we see a bit of bare earth on the slopes, that's where the lands slit. And a land of waterfalls, Marf is saying, possibly not fully modelled for us in MSFS 2024 yet. We might need the excellent talents of Clifford Designs to get on and add us some waterfalls in our simulator. A lot of area to cover though. I don't know if he's up for doing 4,000 of them. Alright, so here's the Brown River at that's Motu Motu over to the to our sort of 10 o'clock. So we turn right here and follow the river up into the Owen Stanley Metamorphic Complex. Oh, good stuff. So let's get that gentle right hand turn going here. No effort at all required on the stick. Very nice. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so good. Great formation flying Felix and Speedy Pro. So good. So good. Alright, leveling out there. Oh, look at that. Magic. Okay, so I need to get a screenshot of that. So I'm going to wait for it to go past again and fly by. And then, when we're all going off into that amazing view there, I will go snap and get that. And we'll have a very mysterious looking view of us all departing into the Owen Stanley Range. So that goes into screenshots. That is so good. So if you're watching and you're not part of the Discord yet, you are invited. You are invited. So there is the link if I've got that set up correctly today. Come along and join the Discord. Really great community on there actually. I try and reply to every message. And I'll reply to yours in a second. Pureta. Sorry if I've got your name wrong there. Really great community. Thank you, people who have made it that way on the Discord. Lots of good helicopter chat going on, real world photos, beautiful screenshots, people enjoying themselves in our simulator, and lots of really helpful chat. I draw heavily on the wisdom of people in the community, so I'm grateful for that. So everyone's invited. Come along and check it out. You will be guaranteed of getting a reply in that Discord if you've got helicopter questions. So Pureta, you were asking, hi all from Spain, hello from Papua New Guinea, but actually where I currently am is southeastern Australia. There we go. You can't even see the winding of the river. It's the terrain's already so steep. So you're asking, what is the best helicopter in MSFS 2024? Well, depends what you're looking for. Default, I actually really quite enjoy flying the H125. Add-ons, the best helicopter add-on in MSFS 2024 so far was the first native 2024 helicopter. or the first helicopter developed specifically for 2024, and that, in my opinion, is the Taugs Hanger twin pack of the 500C and Cayuse. Seat of your pants, manual flying. Oh, someone's just trimmed it out and let it wander past. Hi, walkabout. If you prefer a bit more of an automated experience with a few activities kind of built, well, sort of built in, maybe the Miltech MH60 pack of marine Seahawk helicopters developed from the Black Hawk. So we're at 1,600 feet and we're going to be climbing, people, so let me just have a think about this. Yeah, we've got ages to go in this valley yet. So we'll just steadily climb up. So we don't need great speed here, but we do need to be putting some of our energy into climbing. Cal right, so many trees to right. When I asked, I can't remember if it was Tangles or Marf now, but when I asked what's the weather like, the reply was green. So yes, it is a green, verdant land of birds of paradise. Probably a massive amount of other biodiversity as well. Australia, you do not have a monopoly on the cassowary. There are other cassowaries living in Papua New Guinea, or New Guinea as a whole. The western part of New Guinea is part of Indonesia, and the eastern part that we are in today is an independent country, Papua New Guinea. Now I wonder if these are some of the landslips that Marf was talking about. I've got one here on the left. I love it when people are up for a little bit of formation flying there. Good work. Flying into the sun. Oh, this is gorgeous. And no cloud that's troubled us yet. I would not be remotely surprised if we end up in a bit of a challenging cloud situation as we progress further into the Highlands. Yeah, Marf was just saying on the Discord that you get all these microclimates. As I was saying before about all the language groups being separated by ridgelines and peaks, so is the weather. So it could be absolutely a deluge on one side, I imagine, and perfectly lovely on the other. Walkabout, I can highly recommend the Orbex PNG bush packs, definitely worth it. I actually investigated that yesterday, but I see they don't appear to be in the MSFS store. Not that that's my only criterion, but I thought, what they are in that store, I'll see if I could rent them and make them just part of the scenery for today. So as I understand it, as we just turn left to follow the valley up there, look how steep up it climbs. Oh, that is so good. Still only at 1,500 feet, so we actually haven't really climbed yet. But we are going to be, that's for sure. So I'll take my hands off the stick and see what the machine wants to do. 500 feet in a minute. Let's pull a bit more collective. Oh, so good. Don't know if I like how that view that I've saved there is so locked to the helicopter. I might see if I can make that better. Alright, don't crash into the hill, Matthew. One good and bad thing about Chase Plane is that your controls are always live. So you can sort of control it a bit more from your Chase Plane or drone views. But it is a little bit confusing sometimes, especially when you're doing a reverse angle and you've got to reverse your input to try and make it all work properly. Yeah, so Walkabout, did you, because I think there were 3 bush packs, weren't there, for 3 bush packs, I think, for PNG. Oh, 5 already. Wow, thanks, Mark. So yeah, but I believe they are centered on individual airstrips. So if I'm wrong about that, and they've actually done some modifications to the scenery as well, please tell me. Gary Field, you're a bit late leaving, trying to find us all. Well, Gary, we are... Let's have a look here on the very confusing MSFS maps. At this point, yeah, we're close to Kokoda, that's for sure. I'm thinking, Gary, if you wanted to spawn in at Alpha Yankee Hotel Golf, AYHG, what field is that now? High Logo, AYHG, you might find that a bit easier to find us because we'll be flying towards you. Walkabout, yeah, roughly 5 or 6 airports per pack. Walkabout and the 5 Orbex PNG packs. Wow, that's huge. That's a lot of airstrips. Well, we're going to Tapini today. That's our final destination, which is supplied in the world updates. So we get a nice bit of scenery there to enjoy. Very steep and challenging looking airfield. Now, are we actually on the Kokoda Track here? I remain slightly unclear about that because it's not marked in Navigraph, which I'm just bringing up for you there. So we're just following the river up, obviously. Find Valley. And we'll do that all the way up to about here, and then we'll start turning for Isurava, which I better start telling you about. So, in World War II, in 1942, Japan advanced into the Pacific, as you well know, and what happened at Papua New Guinea is that I believe the strategy was to try and create pressure and separate Australia from the USA, and so Japan's strategy was to take Papua New Guinea and Port Moresby, and the way that was going to happen, because they'd lost all their carriers, well, a bunch of carriers at the Battle of Midway already. So we're not turning left here, we just go straight here. I've left the window cap up, let's get rid of that. They had lost a lot of their naval resource already at the Battle of Midway. And so the concept then was to put a land force on the other coast here, up here of New Guinea, and then march through over this range to get down to Port Moresby. Well, I say march, fight through. And so that was the Kokoda campaign. So Kokoda is in the middle of the island here, if I can call it that. And the Kokoda Track is what you would use to get from Port Moresby over to Kokoda and the other side. It had not been surveyed by settlers, I don't think, at all, or sort of colonial forces, let's say. But of course the locals would have known it very well. So it's not a road, it's a foot track, and it was very challenging going for both sides militarily, so I understand. Oh, this terrain. This is good. This is really good. Tropical mountains towering above us. Geopilot. Northeast edge of the Owen Stanley Metamorphic Complex, is that what it was? OSMC, is underlain by green schist and blue schist metabasites. Really? Of the blue schist, the Emo Metamorphics blue schist. Wow. This is one level higher even than the the high standard of geological fun facts I've come to expect from you, Geopilot. Thank you for this. So these were formed at higher pressures, and so you get glaucophane, is it? And lawsonite blue minerals. Oh, fascinating. Check out the blue minerals. Sounds like this is quite interesting geologically for you, GeoPilot. It's better than just an alluvial valley, isn't it? I'll come back to World War II in a second. So Walkabout was talking about how the Orbex packs mix in well with the freeware. Yeah, that awesome people have made for us, developed for us to enjoy. Amen to that, Walkabout. Very much love the community commitment to making our flight simulation experiences better all the time. Wonderful stuff, people. Wow, it just keeps climbing higher and higher and higher, doesn't it? As Walkabout saying, I think the highest mountain range in PNG is roughly 14,000 feet. We'll be landing at 13,000 today, so it might be a bit of a challenge for some of our old machines, so we'll see how we go. So the high pressure formation of some of those rocks, GeoPilot, is in the footwall of an older subduction complex, now marked by the Owen Stanley Fault. So the Owen Stanley Fault is different from the Owen Stanley Range, right? So do we fly along the fault at all, GeoPilot? Is that on the other side? Is that where that valley is that I'm just pointing to there on my map? That valley is the name of the river is just gone out of my head, but we'll be flying up there later on. Oh, this is so good. So PNG is a geologist template for tectonics and associated mineralization, including gold and copper. Well, that's what Marth was saying before as well about the resource richness, the wealth of Papua New Guinea. Well, I hope people are enjoying this voyage into maybe a part of the world that I don't think you necessarily see a lot of people flying in, and things like live streams, group flights. Learn something about the world that you might not have known before or experienced before. Okay, GeoPilot. There's a fault between Isurava and Kokoda, and follow it northwest along the Mambari River. GeoPilot, that is exactly what we are going to be doing. So there we go. That's worked out well. Maybe we all researched that perfectly after all. So, let's bring that window back up for you. So, we will take a northwest turn, and that'll get us into Isurava, which I've marked there. Now, Isurava is the location of a modern-day memorial. It was only completed, I think, in the last... you got me now. In the last 25 years, maybe even the last 15. The Isurava Memorial to those who fought in the Kokoda campaign. So Japan advanced south over the ranges and met resistance from local forces led by, well, there was an Australian force that was in PNG, and they fought alongside Papua New Guinea locals. I don't mean any offence in this, of course, but I don't think it was Australia's finest military unit. I think the history records that it was not particularly well equipped, probably not the elite force, probably morale was low, and it probably wasn't helped by the dreadful conditions. So the fighting was tough. The campaign was difficult. There was a battle at Isurava between Japan and Australian and Papua forces. And Japan had to withdraw because of the resource situation they found themselves in, so they were, I think, basically out of supplies and weren't able to fight on. Given the difficult conditions, that's not surprising. So I need to pull a bit more collective here. I'm going to be getting up to the top of the safe talk range there. Oh, this is spectacular stuff. So we're going to land at the Isurava Memorial. I would love it if people if you could land your helicopter, there's a kind of a clearing on this side of the memorial. If you could put your helicopters down there, then we can sort of walk over and have a look at the memorial, which is kind of cool. It's a beautiful model, actually, that they've put in here. So I'm down to 60 knots, and I'm going to pull a bit more collective. and just climb up over the saddle up in front here. This is stunning. This is great. Fantastic flying. Old man gaming, or you'll have no trouble climbing up here in your MH60. Fantastic. What a view back down the valley. Okay, over we go. What have I got on now? So I've actually increased the speed, 70... I've got 70 knot. Yes, Cal, it's a tight climb, alright. But we're almost there. So we're on 7,000 feet now. We'll be getting up to 13,000 when we get up to Mount Albert Edward. Hello, 42 concurrent viewers. Great to have you along. Yeah, it does look great, Cal. It's I guess in flight simulation and sort of group flights that we like to do, often alpine flying is always enjoyable. But this kind of tropical highland stuff looks a bit different. I mean, everything's so green. Frankly, it helps to mask the terrain not being the highest resolution, being so clad in bush. So Charlie Para, Motion Duck Cube Store, FHPRA, and David, we are turning left here, so we'll just hug the ridgeline here on the left and go to the northeast. Yes, Walkabout, it is a place of some strategic interest to a variety of powers, that is a fact. So there is a clearing on this, so we're only a few minutes away from Isurava now, so there is a clearing on this side of the memorial, and it's not a lot of space. But if you could manage to put your helicopter down in there, we'll be well placed to walk over and have a look at the model, which is lovely. So only about 3 nautical miles to Isurava, and it's, I'm telling you now, difficult to spot. We're looking for a little clearing. And I'm guessing that must be the Mumbari River down the bottom there already, so we're going to be getting down there soon. Okay, but we don't want to miss Isurava, so I need to come down over here. The view in here is pretty special when you're on the ground. You know, people do walk the Kokoda Track. It's popular among hikers. Bit of an odyssey. Oh, the bird life must be amazing. Oof. So, the art here will be spotting it. I'm going to be slowing down here, so I'm lowering the collective and keeping the nose up whilst also trying to descend. So I imagine we're probably going to be circling Isurava at this point. Wow, look at that valley below, that valley floor, the Mumbari Valley. Oof. Walkabout. Have you seen the doco series, The Worst Place to Be a Pilot? I have not. But I imagine this was featured there. Who was just trying to tell me something on Discord? Have I missed it? Thank you. Alright, so I've got it on Navigraph there. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of some speed and height. Too busy enjoying the view, someone's just flown through me. So, get rid of some speed and height, and I'll be doing a 180 to get back to the memorial. Yes, I could have cheated and used the, I'm just starting to do 180 now. I could have cheated and used the place markers. That's not helpful. What do I want? Which view do I want here? Still getting used to what I'm doing with the chase plane. Alright, so there is the memorial at my 1 o'clock there. Perfect. So I'll just get rid of the speed down, nose up, collective down. Landing light on, safety first. And you've all got the right idea there. Helicopter 5432, just go a bit further into the field with everyone else there. And I'm getting a bit low now. A lovely bit of Huey blade slap. Wind not an issue, thankfully. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm climbing back up into the site now. Yep, you've all got the right idea. That's great. Mako, Rudy, Bunkfoss, Ari, Felix, Rudy again, Steve, Hellifly, thank you. Get into the clearing. And I'll need to do a pedal turn here so that I'm following the slope. Oh, so good. Landing right off. Just nudge it over there. So good, so good. And I'll just be idling down here. So I'm going to be on an angle here, just bear that in mind. Whoa. Looking ahead. And then just gently lowering the collective and letting it settle. So I will need a lot of... Whoa, don't slip down the hill. That's not really realistic, but because I'm on such an angle, maybe a bit more than what you would have done in real life, I will need to just be mindful of that on lift off and pick up. Okay, so what's the outside temperature here, and where do I find that on the Huey again? Oh, I've forgotten. I'll worry about that later. In fact, let's look at my own data bar, which says 21 degrees. 252, okay, alright. Okay, idle. 25. Good. Walkabout about the worst place to be a pilot. Definitely worth a watch. It's on YouTube. It's about Susi Air in Indonesia, West Papua, flying porters into mountain strips. Ooh, exciting stuff. Why wouldn't you take a helicopter? That's my question. Okay. I'm going to go and have a look at the memorial. Right, turn off the head tracking so I don't confuse myself. Okay, what have I done? Don't walk into that tail rotor. This is awesome. You don't get this in most group flights, do you? I'll probably take my head off there with that rotor on that angle there. So what I love about this memorial is they've actually really modelled it. Which I think is a lovely touch. Yeah, like they've done the interpretation boards. I wonder if those flagpoles would be... I mean, maybe they only put the flags on them in ceremonial times. I was just commenting on the absence of the flags, or they thought, oh, wouldn't that be good with flags on it? I mean, look how beautiful that site is there. Just going to take a little photo. There we go. That's going on to our Discord. Isurava Memorial. Walkabout. Next live stream, we should walk the Kokoda Trail. I thought for a complete waste of time live stream, I would walk up Mount Fuji. Because I wouldn't get tired. Courage, endurance, mateship, sacrifice. Yeah. Battle of Isurava on the Kokoda Track, 1942. Yeah. And I just think this is... Yeah, I think this is lovely. I think this is quite moving, actually. Yeah. In remembrance of those Australians and Papua New Guineans who fought and those who died on the Kokoda Track, 1942. Yeah. If I was going to be really greedy, I would have maybe asked that these interpretation boards down here, that they could have done all of them. I've just sort of repeated them a bit, but you can actually read. I won't actually put you through it. You can come and have a look at it yourself. So, yeah, they've actually sort of put these interpretation boards in. I think it's lovely. I think it's really, really good work. Really good work. And such a special location too. Really beautiful. So it's not often you find one of these literally in the middle of nowhere, hey? We are in a flight simulation. You know, this is a flight simulator, and here we are walking around talking about this historic memorial. Amazing. Amazing. Blows the mind. Blows the mind. What a world that we've got this. Amazing. Yeah, you got to just pinch yourself sometimes and just remind yourself that this is real. This is what we do. This is what we got now. My tangles. How far this has come. Anyway, back to the helicopter. We'll get on moving down to Kokoda. Next live stream, you should walk the Kokoda Trail. Hilarious. I can do a group photo. If anyone wants to come and pose in front of the memorial, I'll do it. I did get a photo of everyone having a bit of a mill around before. If you're still down at the memorial, I'll just come and get your happy snap now. Fun. Let's get a bit of zoom on there. That might make this look better. Oh no, zoom doesn't work in this camera view. Pity about the grass. Alright, here's Felix. Walkabout. It'd be ironic if you climbed Mount Fuji and took photos with a Kodak. Funny. Alright, so, one more there. There you go. Looking around the Isurava Memorial. Okay, I'm going to get back to my helicopter and get myself started up. Or back on flight. See if it hasn't moved around when I walk away from it. Sometimes you walk away from the helicopter and it starts to do strange things like move. Not ideal. Hello 44 concurrent viewers, so great to have you along. On the Kokoda Track, Isurava Memorial, Highlands of Papua New Guinea. Oh, there's... So, just a bit of aeronautical advice there from Marv. You can practically glide down to Kokoda from here. So it's only... I'll just get back in the helicopter and I'll get the chart up again. Oh, that's glorious. That is glorious. How special. I love this. Love this, love this, love this. Chris Loire, what are you in there? Is that a S76? I left the door open, that's good. Okay, there's our low RPM warning. No kidding. So let's get back up to speed. So, yeah, looking out for a landslip as we proceed down to Kokoda, says Marv. Let's get this last little bit of simulation here. I'm just finding a bit odd. I've got to push the throttle all the way to 100 before it starts picking up the speed again. Trying to get the torque under 40 to get the blade rotor system back up. Okay, so that's done. And what are our conditions now? So we've got 21 degrees outside. Lovely. We need a selfie mode in MSFS. With a selfie stick. So good, so good. Alright, so I need a lot of left cyclic here to get myself level again. Okay. Still slipping down the hill there a bit. Don't go forwards into that one. Just skate through the trees. That wasn't maybe the most controlled lift. Alright, so down we go. 4,400 feet and down to Kokoda. So we'll just land at the strip. I'll recommend that you look at your fuel situation, take a short break, and we'll get going back up the Mumbare Valley. 80 knots and lowering the collective, and I'll see if I can glide like Marv suggested. See if people are following me. Very good. Oh yeah. Oh, how good. Don't hit the terrain though. Oh, here's that landslip maybe that Marv was talking about. That's awesome. That is awesome. Marv's just informing us of the layout of Kokoda International, and we want the first terminal. I'm thinking that it's more likely to be a couple of rather modest buildings. Also, why is it not showing up on my map here? Oh boy, alright, it's definitely in Navigraph, so we'll turn out here to the left a bit. Turn out here to the left a bit. Here's the situation here. So, yes, landing from the south. Got a little village, and then we're basically into the north-south runway there. Is that up there? Oh, what's my binoculars? Yes! Oh, this is such a great feature of... Woo! Is that the field there? A bit hard to look at, I'm so zoomed in. That is so great, the binoculars feature inside chase plane. Walkabout. Apparently chase plane has a selfie mode. I haven't tried that, but I'm like, meh. I read that it has issues with Tobii Tracker. Really? Chase plane has issues with Tobii Tracker? It's got issues with virtual reality. It can't control the virtual reality camera. That's just a whole different camera as far as the simulator is concerned. Landing light goes on. So Ritzkio's got the right idea there. There is our Kokoda International in the Mumbare Valley. Oh, this is glorious. Vertical flying, press Y. Why should I press Y? Alright, so Marv's suggesting there's a little resort or haven halfway along the field here, so I'll just maybe go and see if I can have a look at that. I love how everyone always overtakes me on the approach. Am I just like... I got accused of driving like an old codger once, and so maybe I would do the same in a helicopter. Oh, this is nice. Good work. World update team from MSFS. Did I miss anything down there? No. So yes, here's the Terminal 1 at Isurava. Sorry, Kokoda. Okay, here's an idea. See if you can just get your nose pointing back into the runway from this angle, and I'll see if I can get a little, get a bit of a line-up shot. That was very unstable manoeuvring there, because I was not paying attention. Nose pointing into the runway, and we'll get a bit of a line-up after we take a very short break. So let's just get the setup, chase. Get the height up there and get this looking nice over here. This weather is actually looking like it's getting even clearer. Felix, you look like you're coming at Mach 1 there. You came in very fast. Oh, Ryra Storm, hello to you and the H145. Did Gary get in? So do I use head tracking? Yes, I do use head tracking. Oh, Y activates night vision. I've had to turn that off for reasons I'll explain later, which are a bit boring. So I am going to get the Be Right Back screen on, and we will get going soon. Suggest you refuel. In fact, I'm going to do that now before I forget, because you know what I'm like. Fuel. We've already burnt another 33% fuel. Wow. So load that again, and be right back. All right, let's start planning what we're going to do from here. Oh, I need to get a group shot. I need to get another group shot, very important. So let's get back into here. Let's see what we can do here. Airwolf, what are you doing to that Huey? Okay, so let's try a little something here and see if this works. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Get that screenshot in first. Get that over here. That goes into Discord. Lovely. All right. Too many controls. You can do it, Matty. And we made it to Kokoda Airport. Not quite the international multi-terminal, multi-runway experience that some people have come to expect in their jet airliners, but another beautifully handcrafted base from which to explore the incredible interior of Papua New Guinea. We've just been up to the Isurava Memorial. Beautiful experience up there, enjoying the rather spiritual location, commemorating some historical events in the 20th century. Come and fly on another Let's Fly live stream and enjoy hanging out with a great bunch of people and seeing some incredible sights that you might not otherwise have a chance to look at Microsoft Flight Simulator. Come along. Right, so into the cockpit, and let's see. We've got some more fun facts from Geopilot. To the northeast of the river, the higher ground is the Papuan ultramafic belt, PUB ophiolite. A tilted up to 16 kilometre cross section of Upper Cretaceous, that's 65 million years ago, ocean crust abducted. So, okay, that's the reverse of subducted, all right. Pushed up over the Owen Stanley Metamorphic Complex to the southwest. So that's to the northeast. So here comes the window cap, just to have a look at this. Oh yeah, so that's our Papuan ultramafic belt. Excellent. That's awesome. And then the river's like put down this, I guess, alluvial valley. Well, let's get moving. So we're going to find our way up that, going left. Sorry. Yes, we're taking a left turn and then following the Mumbari River up. That's what we're doing here. So let's get this show back on the road. Landing light is on. Landing light is on. And we have aft cyclic, left cyclic, and left pedal. The last couple of pickups have not been great. Can I do a better job this time? Yes, it needs. You need to have that sort of two-stage pickup in mind with the Huey, like coming back and then forward on the cyclic, which I don't know if I really got perfect there, but it was better. Oops. Yeah, that's better there. Well, that's awesome. Kokoda. Oh, there's that structure that Marv was talking about, further down on the right. Oh, sorry, I thought I was looking on the left. So I'm just going to have a quick look at that. Now, can I do this in chase plane? Might be a bit risky. Things I'm sort of hovering. Yeah, there you go. Cool. That's great. That's great. Kokoda. That's awesome. Little car about to drive across the runway. Oh, no, turn around. That's good. Hello, AvGeek Fozzie. Thanks for saying hello, and welcome along to you and the other 43 viewers on the stream. Great to have you along. Starting to pull collective now. Nose down. We'll find the Mumbari River, and we'll commence our run up the valley and our climb up to Mount Albert Edward, 13,000 feet. So that's 11,000 higher than we are now. So we've got a bit of a climb ahead of us, and then we're over to Tapini to finish the flight. All right, I'm going to... Yeah, large landslip on it there, says Marv. I don't think we can see Mount Albert Edward just yet, because we've got about 26 nautical miles to fly up this valley before we get there. Maybe that's the one right on the distant horizon there. Okay, I need to get this trimmed out, so I'm going to use pretty much all of my torque because I want to make this go a little bit fast. Well, I need to, just keep the pace up for this part. Nose pitch down. Oops, leaning on the pedals. Not good. Nose pitch down. So I've got 120 knots on there, maybe a little bit too fast. I have to get climbing soon. Heliflyer, hey Matthew, quick question on behalf of a mate. Anyone flying the MH60 on Xbox and getting a terrible crackling noise? A terrible crackling noise on the MH60 in the Xbox. I've not heard of that. I'd be getting along to the... Sorry for whacking the microphone. Getting along to the Miltech Discord to see if anyone else has had that experience. Okay, 105 knots now, and we're sort of in a reasonable place there on the torque, I think. So this is the indicator I'm looking at, making sure we don't go to that red line there. Alright, that's looking good. I've left the window cap on the whole time. Sorry. I'd love to have another screen so I don't have to Alt-Tab to run OBS. I do love my ultra-wide, but if I were going to set this up again, probably I'd have two 16:9 monitors. So I could have the little prompter screen up here with the chat, and then I could have another screen over here with the all the other stuff I need to run. Alright, 110 knots. And who's flying? Oh, here's the bunch. Has anyone counted all the helicopters today? I'll try it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alois, hello. Alice. 10. Oh, it's so good. So good. 11 Murray JC. I think we've got more, but there must be a few people behind. Now it's flicked over to the other view. Ah, oh, so good. That's so great. Ah, so good. Thanks, people, for coming along for another great flight. Yeah, so will we talk about the same thing or not, Marth? But I think that must be Albert Edward right on the horizon now. So we are climbing up there, and we find a very different habitat up there. Like alpine grassland. Out of this kind of lush, sort of jungle kind of appearance stuff. Into drier, colder habitat. Where is the outside air temperature in the Huey? You don't need outside air temperature when you've got a lovely big sliding door to open up and hang out, right? Well, the stream flight is telling me that it's 22 degrees outside. That's what's feeding the info bar across the top of my stream. No wind to speak of at all. So this weather has turned out way better than I imagined. I was quite nervous about it. I had quite a bit of correspondence with Tangles about it, and we sort of were talking about route options and all that kind of stuff. Let's get this view nice. There we go. That's good. Here's that door. Oh, yes. Who needs an outside air temperature gauge when you've got that? That's so good. Oh, I can see Steve way down there. That's cool. That's really cool. That's so great. I can actually fly the helicopter like this. Got one on the other side as well, I think. Yeah, there you go. Can we open this door? Yes! I have all the doors open. Ah. How's that? Never thought I was going to be flying like this. That is awesome. Wow. Wow. How fun it is to fly in beautiful Papua New Guinea. Yeah, we were quite nervous about what the weather was going to be, and we're looking at the rain radar and the sort of cloud prediction and stuff. We have had zero problems today. I thought it might actually be fun to sort of dodge some rain showers and clouds and stuff, but it's been absolutely perfectly benign, hasn't it? No problems here today at all. So I've got 3,000 feet on now, and here is the progress. We are, I guess, about almost halfway along to Mount Albert Edward, so we're going to have to climb another 9,000 feet. Don't know why I put that point in there. So to get up to the top of Albert Edward. So I'm just going to allow it just to climb up really gently, like what I'm doing now, at 105 knots. And admire that view. Oh, what's happened to the BO-105 from Miltech and Project Stratosphere? That seems to have gone quiet in the last few weeks. They'll just be sorting out some last minute stuff. I mean, and they're obviously very close to release. I say obviously, I mean they did the live stream and everything, so it can't be far off, I'm assuming. I'm also looking forward to getting my hands on to the MI2 hoplite, so that's looks like there might be some preview copies of that going out to reviewers, so hopefully getting my hands on that very soon prior to the release. Oh, this is so great. Following the river from this view here, this is so great. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I think we're into our mid-20s at least, helicopters. Thank you so much, people. Amazing to have your support and to enjoy this experience together. Yes, when that MI2 comes out, maybe I'll do some Poland live streams. Could be interesting and different. We were in Slovakia last week, so enjoying a bit of Central or Eastern Europe. So that's, again, another little bit of variety that we can put into our group flight experiences. 3,500 still. Let me think about this. So we'll take a little left soon. Kind of to follow the river. Yeah, we just follow the river. I can keep it in this view here. No, I can't, so I've already lost it. So I'll just come over to the left slightly. It's so great. Loving my little USB fan that I've, well, it's actually rechargeable, so the little fan that sits up here and keeps me cool. Charge up. There we go. this charges on a little USB cable and keeps things a bit fresh, a bit fresher. So that was in my Pimax Crystal Super video that I just published. So I've been testing the Pimax Crystal Super QLED 50 PPD edition. There are the links for you to use. Make sure that Let's Fly code is in there. A couple of people have done that recently. Very grateful to you. Thank you for your support. Helps to give a bit of encouragement to the channel and what we're doing. It's a bit of work, but it's rewarding work because I know people enjoy it, enjoy this kind of thing that we're doing now and the other kind of helicopter content I'm doing. What do you want to see from my helicopter content, by the way? What's the next thing you're looking forward to? What's the thing that's missing in the catalogue? Either tutorials. Was that Takeo? Say that again. You want to see some HEMS missions? Well, have I got something for you? I intend, all going well, to do a solo live stream 24 hours from now, where I will be demoing Emergency Dispatcher Pro. So I will be flying some rescue missions in the MH60, and depending on how things go, I could maybe get the S76 and just do like a HEMS pickup or something like that. So that's a new app that Moravia Softworks is working on to, again, just add a bit more variety. Actually, do you know what? I'm just going to plan what we're doing here. I think maybe I should be turning left. Yeah, let's just get a left turn in here, and we'll just sort of skirt the mountain on the way up. I have not tried the random and everywhere mod for the H145, so I'm trying to find out the best way to word this. So Emergency Dispatcher Pro is a little bit more location focused. So you can fly from a number of set bases. I mean, you can fly from anywhere really, but because you're still in free flight ultimately. But we'll follow this ridge up if we can. I know the developer is just concerned about the amount of data he pulls from things like OpenStreetMap. So I think he's just being a little bit careful about that kind of stuff. I don't understand all of the implications there, so hopefully I'm not speaking with complete ignorance. But so it's not the whole world, but he is initially doing it with a bit of a US Coast Guard focus, because he's had some collaboration with the United States Coast Guard, which is really interesting in terms of the sort of the style of the missions and the pacing of the missions. So that's going to add even more value, I think, to people who have got the MH60 pack. Okay, we have still got about 8 nautical miles to climb to get up to Mount Albert Edward. So this is not it yet, but we need to climb up anyway. So get some back. There we go. Aft cyclic trim in to help me climb up here a little bit. I've lost quite a bit of speed there. So pulling collective. That's better. How great would it be to see some eagles soaring on these cliffs, on these ridge lines? Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. So you can run patrols, and you might get assigned a mission while you're on a patrol, and you pick up patients, and there's simulation around the medical condition of the patients, and so you can do some sort of interventions there, and you get sort of scored on your performance at the end, your smooth flying and your medical intervention for the people that you've picked up. So quite an interesting add-on, adds a little bit more scope to a few parts of the simulator that don't exist yet, whilst giving a bit more room for activity. And that's got to be Albert Edward over there, doesn't it? So we're going in the, let's keep following this ridge line up, I think is the way to go. So I'm 8,000 feet now, still 5,000 feet to climb to get up there. More landslips. The cost of that add-on, it has not been announced, and nor has the release date. So I think he's talking 20, 30 euros, somewhere in that area. So you can have a look at that tomorrow and see what you think. It's in beta at the moment, and he's running these public beta opportunities, so you can actually hands-on try it yourself. And he's super accessible and really engaged with the people on his Discord who are sort of working with him. I've made him a couple of sounds just for free to include, like alert sounds and stuff. So it's a standalone app that runs outside of the simulator. With, map software and... Yeah, come and have a look tomorrow. I'll show you what it's like, and we'll fly a couple of missions. See if Matt himself wants to come along and talk about it. I'm almost disappointed that the weather has turned out as nice as it is. I thought we were going to be dodging rain showers and clouds and stuff. This has been very, very nice indeed. Almost makes you want to check that I've got the live weather on. I do. So those that really tall ridge on the horizon there, still about 4 nautical miles away. That's the top of Albert Edward. (10,800 feet), so still got a couple of thousand to go. This has been no effort at all for the Huey climbing up here. No effort at all. How are your machines going? Yeah, it's a real, it's like an island in the sky at the top of Albert Edward, and there's a bunch of sort of these alpine kind of lakes up there. I don't know if it's volcanic though, but it's kind of got that vibe about it, doesn't it? If I'm wrong about that, someone can tell me, please. But sparse on vegetation for sure, but I think it's a unique alpine sort of grassland environment that's quite, quite rare, quite special. Will support its own wildlife. Papua New Guinea is also famous for its butterfly diversity. All the beautiful things. Birds of paradise, big butterflies. Oh, I want to go. That view, that is spectacular. So good. Okay, so the art here will just be finding the highest peak. I guess it looks like where Felix might be now. And we'll do a traditional landing on the peak just to amuse ourselves there and admire that high alpine terrain. "70 knots as I continue to climb, 12,000 feet. Golden Gamer, I thought you were with us before. We are at Mount Albert Edward, so I'll see if I can give you a nav point to join. That's the wrong point. I'll have to look for you in a sec, Golden Gamer. Just looking for like a... Well, there's Rukvi, Romeo Uniform Kilo Victor India, Rukvi. We're about 8 nautical miles north of that. Right, Steve, look like you got the good right idea there. Okay, there's our Alpine Lakes, Papua New Guinea. This is not what you'd expect of the Papua New Guinea. Okay, I've got a complete crash. Oh dear. Total crash. Total crash. Well, I have got to put on my be right back, and I will be right back. That's not what I wanted to see. All right, well, I've just got to restart Microsoft Flight Simulator, so you'll be excusing me for a couple of minutes. Go and sit yourselves at the top of Mount Albert Edward, and we'll get back underway real soon. Sorry to the 50 concurrent viewers who get to tune in and watch me restart Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. That just totally crashed on me for reasons that I don't even understand. Just locked and chucked me back to the desktop. So that is most annoying. These things do happen. I can't explain it. Did anyone else have any problems when they were up there? Because mine did not go well. So maybe a couple of other graphical glitches there for other people as well. So I'll try and get back in at the peak of the mountain, and we'll have to see how we go. So a little bit disappointing to get thrown out of the simulator. I have had a Windows crash before, where Windows applied a security update and then froze the whole desktop. That was great, and I couldn't even OBS crash, so the stream ended as well. But I don't think I've just had a random crash to the desktop from the simulator like that before. Very annoying. Not what I want for our time together. But I'll be back in momentarily. Well, what do you know? It's chucked me straight back out again. So that's very disappointing. So I am going to have to reload again, and this time I will not be spawning on the mountain because that's what seems to be causing a problem. This never happened to me, never happened to me before in a stream. So some graphical issue there is causing me to be chucked out. So I'll just spawn in at 1,500 feet above ground level. So I'll have to do that whole thing again and see how we go there. Has anyone else had any other graphical issues? Marv said there was a problem. Anyone else? Yeah, so fine for other people. So yeah, so I've been chucked out twice now. So it's something about the location or the number of people or I don't know what. So most annoying, most annoying. Okay, what will I do this time? I will, instead of going right in, that's not us. Tapini. Last time I could see all of the people there. That is right, isn't it? So I'm just going to spawn in a slightly different place. And I'm going to do it airborne. This is still somewhat risky. Airborne 1,500 feet. Okay, fingers crossed. I mean, okay, so far so good. I haven't crashed out yet. I've been in for a whole 10 seconds. Alright, so let's not hit the ground. Boy, oh boy. Well, that was a frustrating and disappointing experience, and now I don't know where anyone is. So let's see if I can just get this stream back on track. So people, I am a couple of miles to the northwest, and I'm actually not going to go back. So, because I don't want it to crash again. So I don't know whether it was the scenery or something else. I mean, I do a quick, test before we get going. I've got no audio from the sim, so let's fix that up. There we go. No, still none. Oh, I see what's happening. I need to change the audio output here. Just change the audio output here to the Sennheiser so that the other stuff can pick it up. There we go. Oh, boy, oh boy. Yeah, so if you just come over to the northwest and fly over these interesting alpine lakes and ponds, it's interesting island in the sky habitat. Golden Gamer, if you want to spawn in, you could try our destination, which is Tapini, Alpha Yankee Tango India. It's on the screen there for a moment. AYTI. Alpha Yankee Oscar. Oh, you'll be closer to... That's right. Good point, Marv. You'll be closer to the group if you spawn in at Alpha Yankee Oscar Papa as well. So I'm just going to just circle around here, let people catch up. What an annoying situation. So I think that audio is looking okay as it's going out there. I'll just listen over here as well. Yeah, okay, good. So yes, I might need to concentrate on flying again. I wonder if one of those buildings up there, I mean, it's all auto-generated, so I don't know why it would be so controversial as far as rendering it and causing problems in the sim is. So I don't know what happened there. Most frustrating. So Navigraph, and get my point back in there. And get that cap on. So yeah, here we are. So I'm about a quarter of the way along our next leg of 17 nautical miles. So I can see everyone catching up now. Thank you, people, and sorry for the disruption. Who knows what that was all about? Most annoying. But how cool are these alpine lakes? How cool is that? I love this island in the sky feeling. I love this island in the sky feeling a lot. Like you're in a whole different habitat and everything's so far down below. Okay, it looks like most of us are caught up. I'm just going to slowly get moving in the right direction, and then hopefully that'll give people a chance to get flying over here. So I'm pointing in about the right direction there. I mean, we could swoop down into this valley, but that'll just take longer to get to Tapini. So I'm just going to go... I'm going to hold pretty much this altitude across to the next kind of range that's running left and right of my field of view now. So I've got 60 knots on, and looks like people are catching up. Oh, great. Thanks, people. Well, never had that happen before. What is up with that? Something bugged in the terrain, you'd assume, because it happened in that spot. I had all the same helicopters the whole time, right, in the simulator. So why did it only happen there? Don't know. So let's start to get this trimmed out again. Oh, up. There we go. Let's get some of these on. So, yeah, Marv just speculating that the level of detail on the building, which was visible from a long way out, might have had something to do with it. It's just weird, though. You'd expect that with an auto-generated building that it would have happened already, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe something glitchy somewhere in the Matrix. Oh, love that view there. Let's just get this one up as well. That's better. Now I've got restored everything the way I had it before. Lovely. Oh. So good. So good. .70 knots and climbing a bit here, so don't need to do that too much. Yes, Marv just commenting that things don't always happen at the pace that you want in a country like this with its demanding terrain, demanding circumstances, less developed infrastructure, but it's nonetheless doesn't take away from its beauty, its cultural richness, and everything else that makes this an enjoyable experience for us today. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Why is the landscape so bare here? Is this just the nature of the vegetation here, or has this been cleared, or Who would know the answer to that? Oh, no. Okay, now is this our next river? The next river we're looking for, and we're actually not far from our destination now. This is the AYPY River, so we can have a bit of fun on this river and do a bit of a river run to get us up to Tapini, our destination. So yeah, we can dive down into this valley here just for fun. So, 47 people watching the stream, you are welcome. Let us know your questions. I guess we're probably the last half hour of the stream now, so let us know your helicopter questions. Any feedback for the channel, anything you want to see, anything you've been waiting for a long time. New add-ons. I'm thinking of doing like a top 5 helicopter add-ons video in amongst all the other videos I want to do. So I've got that live stream tomorrow with Emergency Dispatcher Pro. Tangles has made us, or has made, a helicopter practice area in a really cool location in Australia. And Tangles is very keen for us to do another silly kind of Cadbury Games style stream with all these amazing obstacles and platforms that he's put onto the landscape, and it could be an absolute hoot. So we're definitely going to do that at some point. Looking forward to that, and thank you Tangles for your good work in developing something for people to enjoy in the simulator. So I'm assuming he's going to put that up on flightsim.to. Quiet, I'll go. Very soon, very soon. So I've just... Yeah. So you won't believe it when you see it. I might do, if Tangles lets me, I might do a little shorts preview or something with some heli skills. And then people can see some of what's involved before you come in and do the live stream with us. If you want to have a go. Do some silly challenges in front of everyone. And we can do it in twos now as well, because he's sort of got 2 of everything. So 2 slaloms and 2 turns about a point. Or we can do a turn about the tail now. Turn about the tail's even... That's one of the hardest things you can do in a helicopter, a turn about the tail. Yeah. So that'll be fun. So this, I'm thinking, now must be the AYPY River. Yes. So we can dive down to this valley and follow it to the left. Hello, Viney Hawk. First time I've seen you in a stream, I think. So saying hello to you. And sorry, Nevor, hello to you. Haven't said hello to you yet, so there you are. And your yellow Huey, love that. Spectacular scenery, Oh, so good, love this. All right, I'm gonna, might as well make this fun. Dive right down into the valley, and then we'll be. Oh no, I've left the Navigraph chart up. Oh, silly me. Sorry, vertical flying. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, Golden Gamer, you're Vinny Hawk. Okay. In your UFO. Hilarious. I don't have the UFO model from Captain Sim, so I don't get to see it, but I suppose that's fitting for a UFO. Oh, how spectacular is this valley? Yeah. Well, we can circle around a bit as well. We can go past Tapini and then sort of circle back. I think it'll be above us. Don't crash into those trees. Whoa, that's hard to fly in that view. I don't think I've got any color correction or Atmos or anything like that in. I think it's all just default, so I can't explain why your colors would be different from mine. I'll throw the Huey around some tight bends here. That's a bit exciting. Oh, in the graphic settings. Oh, now I've just taken the wrong turn here, so I think just have to zoom into Navigraph. Yes, I've just missed a turn, so I'll need to come to the left. How am I going to achieve that? Just climb up like this. I might lose all my speed and do a peel turn. Not ideal. Oh dear, I didn't realise there was a branch there. There we go. There it is. That's better. Wow, tight turns. Is this agricultural land? It's all been cleared, hasn't it? A little bit rounded, the terrain, so not the highest resolution mesh here. That is awesome. What a view out the side. Oh dear, very hard to fly it properly like that. Oh, I just sideswiped someone there. Yeah, we lost 10,000 feet already since Mount Albert Edward. Crashy Mount Albert Edward. Most frustrating. Yeah, so I guess we're about halfway along this river run now. Oh, this would be fun in the Cayuse, wouldn't it? I mean, the Huey does handle like a school bus, you know, so you've got the advantage there in that little nimble machine. Wow, this gorge is something spectacular. Steep. Just enjoy the other flying. That looks like it should be one of Papua New Guinea's 40,000 waterfalls below us. Wow, so now the outside air temperature is only 6 degrees. Fascinating. Like, we're actually kind of lower again. And the temperature has cooled down. That's those microclimates. Wow. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, nothing like a good old-fashioned river run, is there? That's fun. So we're very close to Tapini now, but we can just, I don't know, we can circle back or something. It's all good. Oh, we can see some rapids there in the satellite imagery. Nice. On the water. Tracking does work. Okay, there we go. That is fun. Oops. Don't quite have enough hands for all the views here. Oh yeah. And then fly into the hill. You can't do a flyby in chase plane and still control the Huey properly on a river run, it turns out. bit of a fluorescent hill up front there. So, Tapini is just up here above us, so you can sort of get straight in there now if you want. I might just do I'll just go around a couple more bends and then I'll come back around, I think, because this is quite fun. River run in the Highlands of Papua New Guinea on our way up to the handcrafted airport of Tapini. Look at that, so awesome. Okay, so where Mako's heading down there now, I'm going to maybe try and come out of the Death Star Trench, as it were, and get our way back up to the top. And then find the airfield. Alright, so around we come. I'm exiting the river valley now. Still got 80 knots on, that's good. I'll stay up above in case anyone's coming down the other way. Oh, this view. Alright, have I crashed the simulator again? I think I might have crashed the simulator again. That is very, very disappointing. Oh no! I've got completely zero response from Microsoft Flight Simulator. Ah! What is happening? What is happening? That's not fair, as Han Solo might say. Why has it frozen? Why is nothing happening? I want to see Tapini. It's not fair. Okay, so what am I going to do? If you so I'll keep the stream going, but I'm going to have to probably crash out of the simulator now. It's not actually crashed to desktop. It's not overheating, is it? Don't think so. Don't think so. Yeah, so I will end task, that's right. So, oh, it's just come back! What the actual? I was just about to crash out of it, and now it's back. What has happened? What is happening? That froze for 2 minutes? That is bizarre. I have no explanation for this. Just when I was opening up IQ to see if the card was overheating. Well, looks like you found your way down to there to Tapini. I'm on my way to the field before it crashes again. I absolutely would not put it past it to crash out again. That was the world's biggest stutter. That is correct. Bizarre. Gremlins in my computer. No kidding. No kidding. Okay, let's get that off and let's get that on. No, that one there. Well, there you all are. You've made it down to that rather scary airfield, Tapini, in the Papua New Guinea Highlands, handcrafted for us, a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I'll come around for my landing. All right, how foolhardy am I going to make this approach here? Get some speed off. We'll lose some speed in the turn anyway. Here it comes. Visibility not great in the Huey, you got to say. Oh, and I think I positioned that reasonably well. Straight in. So great to see all the pilots down there already. Beautiful work, people. Look at this ski slope of an airfield. This would be pretty scary in a fixed wing. Luckily, in our helicopters, we can do just about whatever we want. What a beautiful lineup of pilots down there as well. Good work, people. Good flying. Marcos Santos, hello to you, calling from Brazil. You are welcome on our stream. Well, Felix. Scary stuff. I'm going to see if I can back into there beside Cube Store. And we'll shut down. What an awesome experience it has been to fly somewhere that I've scarcely touched in the world before. One of Australia's closest neighbours. And a beautiful experience in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Right, down you go. Come down to idle, please. Head tracking goes off. All right, let's get a nice. How am I going to do this? Come down here. Oh, that is so good. And just look at the quality. Chris Delta, Helicopter 5432. There's my rescue Huey. Oh, that looks so good. Cube Store. Looks like Felix has got the Taugs Hangar original Huey there, I think. A little bit closer to Mako's 500C. So great to see you all. Thanks for coming for another fun stream and an awesome part of the world. Oh boy. So, Gudney, thanks for the stream. Loved it. Well, I loved it too. Thank you for supporting it. So my graphics card temperature is currently 56 degrees. Although there's another temperature which is, I think, wrong. It says 255. I'm pretty sure it's not 255 in there. So I don't know what's quite going on with all of my temperature sensors. Let's get this set up on a nice view. Oh, I love the slope at Tapini. That's great. So I'll take questions in the stream, see if anyone wants to know. What an amazing view. What an awesome view, Tapini. Why don't you fly here, people? Come and fly in Papua New Guinea. That looks so great. Possibly have frozen the sim again, so I'll just wait for people to chat. Luckily, I'm not actually trying to fly right now. GeoPilot, thank you. Your participation is always valued. It sounds like you had a lot to talk about with the Papua New Guinea geology, not something that I had any experience with whatsoever, so always great to hear your wisdom and your experience. I wonder if this is going to unfreeze itself in another minute. Golden Gamer, how was it flying the Gembel Cabri G2? Who was flying that? Maybe that's a model matching issue. Only 6 degrees in Tapini. Oh, no, it's frozen. I see the stream flight stuff's frozen. It's just been frozen for ages. Oh, whoops. That's annoying. I wonder how I can bring that back. No, my sim is still frozen. Well, the performance has not been great today. It really hasn't. I can't really let that be a part of every single stream. Oh, Golden Gamer. So when I flew that Cabri in real life, how similar was it to flying on the simulator? Easier and harder. There's a lot more going on in real life. There's so much going on. You get all this information coming at you from all angles. Sensations, movement, little gusts of wind pushing around unexpectedly. The same input doesn't do the same thing every time, so it's more challenging because you don't know what's going to happen all the time. I mean, I guess that's just experience, and professional pilots will develop sort of a sixth sense for that kind of stuff. For me, it was kind of not overwhelming, but it was just a lot more than I expected going on inside the cockpit. You know, we were also getting things like oil temperature alerts and a carbon monoxide alert, and so we had to sort of mitigate those by either opening up the doors or flying around for a bit to let the cool air flow through the cooling system. And it's kind of stuff that we don't need to worry about too much in the simulators. So in a way, I kind of crave for a slightly more dynamic and a slightly more live simulator where, you know, the unexpected is a bit more expected. You're flying a little bit more by the seat of your pants and reacting to inputs that are fed to you. So I'd love the simulator to do more of that. Yes, so now that my graphics card's not really doing anything because the simulator's frozen, it's gone down to 38 degrees, but the other two sensors are still stuck on 255. So I don't know what's up with that. So some of the sensors are not correct. Golden Gamer, yeah, you agree with that feeling. I flew a Cessna 152 at my local airfield and started my PPL for fixed wing, and it was extremely similar from flying on the sim, but yes, agree, there's more going on. Yeah, you bet I enjoyed it. You bet I enjoyed it. It was just an amazing experience. Be nice to find some excuse to do it again. I don't know what that's going to look like or when that's going to be, but you know, it's try and seize the opportunities and try and make it interesting for the audience as well. Developing new experiences and new skills. Well, if this is another stutter, it's a pretty comprehensive stutter. It's funny how the audio still is being fed in, but the simulation itself has just, you know, completely bombed out on me. It's just I'm just looking at a freeze frame now, just with my chatting screen up. So I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of you know, when you get like intermittent issues, it's pretty hard to know, you know, what the correct process is to diagnose those. John, guys on runway, can't see you all, but you're on my map. Is it East Asia Network? Yes, it is Southeast Asia, and you also need to look at your air traffic settings in the graphics and make sure those are on. Or just make sure they're on anything except for off, and just when you started the flight, make sure it's on multiplayer all. Gary, I'm glad you had fun there. Me too. Really awesome. I can't explain his crashes. Geopilot, is there somewhere here for breakfast? A good PNG fry-up. I think the oldest records of agriculture in PNG, like sort of 10,000 years ago, and they were growing yams and other sort of vegetables there, starchy veg. So I don't know quite what you'd find here at Tapini. See what hardware info, is it? HW info 64 shows. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting to the brink where I'm actually starting to think that I might just reset Windows. as boring as a process as that will be, because I don't know exactly what I'm going to lose by doing that. Sometimes you only find out what you've lost after you've sort of come back and sort of go to start an application and all the settings have been lost or whatever. So that's on the cards, to do a full Windows reset. How much was what, are you asking there, Golden Gamer? I didn't buy the gimbal, Cadbury, but I assume that's not what you're talking about. Yeah, so this Windows install's probably been going for a few years now. Maybe it's just time for me to just reset Windows. And somehow just re-establish all of my streamer stuff, make sure that's all packaged up in a way that I can access it again. It's a lot, isn't it? There's a lot of config that we do on our computers. Press Windows key, Control, Shift, and B. Well, sure, I'll take your advice. And Windows key, Control, Shift, and B. Windows key, Control, Shift, and B. Windows key, Control, Shift, and B. Right. Actually, the sim has just updated. Oh, it's now crashed the whole PC, has it? No. What do you know? Golden Gamer, that actually worked. Oh, how much was the lesson or flight experience? That was negotiated with Melbourne Heli. They're keen to have their product shown as well, and I hope I represented that in a good light. So I think if you are paying for an experience like that, it's probably going to be about, in Australia, maybe, I don't know, $500 or $600 for the 2-hour experience where you get the hovering and stuff as well. 45 minutes of flight with some hovering. Yeah. So Control Shift Windows B actually did it, but it wouldn't have helped up on the mountain because the MSFS had crashed back to the desktop. So what does that tell us? What does it tell us that the graphics drivers had frozen in terms of what I need to do with my computer? I've already uninstalled. I used the driver uninstallers on the for both AMD and NVIDIA. So I've used the hard uninstallers. Golden Gamer, that's Australian dollars, 2-hour experience, 45 minutes of 45 minutes of flying with some hovering. Also, that's just going from memory, so I'm not sure. You're a tech guy, Golden Gamer. Excellent stuff. So my Huey's still running after all that because I was frozen for so long. I've got that alarm the whole time. Let's just idle release. Down to 0. Turn off the low rotor alarm. And let my Huey come to a halt. Love the wobble there. Gary, NVIDIA write their drivers with AI now, so they're pretty buggy. Oh, wow, great. That's what you want to hear. You wouldn't want human expertise or anything, would you? Goodness me. So, what else do I need to turn off upstairs here? So, get that inverter off. The starter generator was on standby. Battery stays on for now. Lights are still fine. Get those lights off though. Gary, another really cool flight in PNG. Wewak to Ubuntu, coast to country. Absolutely, I'm up for that, Gary. You send us the stuff in the Discord, put it in the suggestions channel, and we'll do it. Put it in the suggestions channel. What is it called? Event suggestions, and I will make sure it's logged. And might need to do a little bit of updating for a couple of recent flights. And I really, really value people's suggestions of what to do, where to go, what experiences we're going to have. So absolutely, I will look forward to seeing what you're going to supply to us there. Let's have a little look around here, see what other people are up to. Nice lineup, by the way, beside the runway, people. Well done. It's a pity we don't have any porters coming in to do a scary landing in front of us. What an awesome Huey. What an awesome Huey. That is such a great machine. Oh, the NASA one. Oh, is that the Taugs Hangar one, Geopilot? Yeah, nice. Bunkfoss, always forget how much fun flying low and slow in New Guinea is. Yeah, you betcha. It is good, isn't it? That's why I wanted to do it. That's why Tangles and Marf wanted us to come here and do this. Wow, what a place to be, hey? Oh, there's Bart. Haven't seen Bart yet. Hello to you. And Kanuti, hello to you as well. Thank you, Helicopter 5432. Always a pleasure to have you along. Thanks for participating. Thanks for the support. Lots of gratitude there in the Discord channel. Oh, Gary Moore, lots of spectacular pics from the flight on our Discord. Thank you. Good. Love to see that. Love to see that. Oh, I wonder if I can use the rotor brake from outside. Apparently not. Let's get back inside. Yeah, it's slowing down slowly. Bit of a process, isn't it? Getting that enormous two-bladed system to a halt. But I can't lock it so with that, using that control. That's better. That's good, so it's not above the outlet. So lights can come off. And battery can come off. That is awesome. Well, people. Yeah, Geopilot, flaring onto the runway must be a real art with this topography. Yeah, if you're fixed wing and you're coming in here, this would be... Oh, nice quick stop there. Ritsikio. Woo! Smooth move. Oh, now you're spinning out of control. Maybe I should look away at this point. Yeah, that's one scary approach. You've got those trees down at that end, and then you've got a bit of a bumpy surface here. Oh, what's going on here? This is the UFO. It looks like a Huey to me. Yeah, and then you... I guess you don't need powerful... Well, the most powerful brakes when you're like heading uphill here on the slope. Rolling out. Yeah, fixed wing in here must be just amazing. Amazing experience. Scary, but yeah, amazing stuff. Well, people, I'm ready... What is that machine doing? I'm really grateful for you all coming today. Very happy to have you along. Very happy that people enjoyed a real different type of style of scenery today. Looks like I have a bit of work to do checking out my hardware. So time for me to wrap up the stream. I might just go to the Discord and see if anyone there wants to tell me anything and talk. And otherwise, thank you very much for supporting the stream and supporting what's happening here on the channel. Always very grateful for that. And I'll